Hello there, how are you? So, I decided to start a daily vlog because I have been thinking a lot about when I was a teenager, and that I always had like this drive to create stuff like videos, taking lots of photos, then later posting on Instagram. And sometimes I think I was a bit ridiculed for doing that. And I sometimes felt like, like it's like, I should be ashamed of it for some reason, which makes no sense at all, but that's how I felt. And so I just came out here because I just decided, you know what, let's just do it. And so here I am. I'm Vanessa. I'm a somatic practitioner. I work with people on inner healing and, overcoming traumas, anxieties, fears. And I haven't done that all my life. I've been doing that for the last, let's say, 4 or 5 years, but I've been going through my own healing journey quite a lot, and right now I'm going through a big transformation because the last 6 years I lived in Portugal, and then suddenly I had a moment where I felt like I'm done here. I cannot stay here anymore. My apartment felt like it shrinked, and it got smaller and smaller and smaller every day. And somehow also Lisbon, the city where I lived, just didn't feel like the right environment for what I apparently, or my soul, was craving. And that's why I packed up my things. Within a week I was out, and I wanted to move back to Berlin, but finding an apartment in Berlin is very difficult at the moment. So what I did was go home to my family, which is an hour outside of Berlin, in nature, which apparently I really needed. And I just started to reflect. And in the beginning it was really hard for me because I was so used to being productive and being somebody who is doing stuff all the time. And that's not something new. That's something that I feel like I picked up in my childhood. This feeling of you always need to do something, you gotta be productive. You gotta work. You gotta show at the end of the day that there was a result that you produced. So I grew up to be working in business, studying business and all these things. And I worked over 10 years in the tech industry, in the startup world. And that was cool, but that wasn't me. And before I came out to the forest to film that video for you, I realized that right now the universe put me into my hometown to realize that a circle is closing. And that circle is this identity that I created for myself, the identity of Vanessa, so to say, of, having certain characteristics and attributes. And yes, I'm into manifestation and these kind of things, but more in a grounded way. And just before I came over here to talk to you, I realized I've actually manifested every single thing and more that my old identity, quote unquote, wanted. Actually, way, way, way more than I ever could have imagined. So right now for me it feels like a rebirth, like a big transformation. And the last 6-7 years I felt a lot already of how do you say, a lot of dropping the layers of conditioning, but also of masks, of discovering myself. And through discovering myself, like deeply, who I really am at a soul level, I started chipping away on those layers that were created through my environment and conditioning and what I saw modeled on the outside world and society, school, whatever. So I feel like I feel like a phoenix right now, going through a rebirth. And that can be scary, but I feel like I've been going through a lot of unknown times and darknesses, plural, that now it just feels refreshing to do that. And another thought I've had the last couple of years was like a bit of a grieving thing, where I felt like, I never documented. I always loved YouTube. I always watched so many vlogs and YouTubers, even like, keeping on developing. And I followed them on their evolution throughout the years. And I always felt like I wanted that too. Not from any ego place, really, not at all. It just feels like in my heart, I just want to share, because for me, it always helped me when others shared their story, because it always felt so like I had something to connect to, or someone that resonated with what I was going through. And so I had a bit of a grieving process of this not allowing myself to share as well. I think I always felt like a lot of shame of wanting to share, like it would be egocentrical or not okay for some reason for me to share myself. And so I just wanted to make a decision that I'm allowed to share, and that, if it just helps one little soul out there, then I'm already more than happy. It helps myself just to share and press on record here. So my inner child right now feels really happy because I feel like she always loved doing these kind of things. I actually won a trip to Thailand once, making a video and making a cool cut of a video or cool edit of a video. I'm still working on the professional words, just joking with you. I actually won once a contest where you win a trip to Thailand for sending a certain video in, and I did that and I won, and that should have given me a sign that I should pursue making videos, I guess. But yeah, I'm just doing this for the fun of it and to do something for my inner child. So it feels like right now, as I'm going through this rebirth, that I get the chance to reconnect to all these childhood desires that are unmet or that I haven't allowed myself to follow. So there's no time like the present, and here I am sharing with you. So as I work with breathwork and somatic techniques, I just want to finish this video with you. I hope you can hear the birds. Maybe. In nature, with like a deep breath together. And maybe you're going through something similar right now, or you felt in the past discouraged or somehow a little ashamed underneath. Sometimes shame is a strange emotion to capture or to recognize, and it took me a long time to recognize that there was a bit of shame on creating content for me and sharing from the heart. So that's what I'm doing now, in the middle of nature. And I want to close this video with just taking a deep breath together and just letting you know that sometimes a breath is enough. and that you deserve to create and do anything and everything that you want. So let's take that deep breath for yourself. Alrighty, so I hope I can keep it up. Please motivate me if I don't upload, but I really want to do it. And maybe that's an invitation for you to start what you have been putting off or not allowing yourself. Have a great day. Ciao.